Accessing library computer data.
Hello and welcome to my review/overview of the U.S.S. Grissom, part of the Wave 1 card packs that came out in September of 2017. Also one of the first cards to have the redesigned card layout and recosting of the ship, and it's generic. It is a very thematic ship, so let's get started. Alright, so what actually comes in the card pack? You get one U.S.S. Grissom / Oberth Class ship template. One thing I noticed is that on the reverse of the U.S.S. Grissom template, instead of saying Oberth Class, it just says Federation Starship with the Oberth Class logo. That is different than the rest of the templates where it actually says the class of ship that it is. You get 2 JT Esteban ID tokens, 1+3 token and 1+5 token for use with reprint of William T. Riker from the Pegasus. As with all the other card packs, you do not get a maneuver dial, maneuver card, or the model with the card pack, so you have to, in this case, have the U.S.S. Pegasus in order to fly it. First card we get in the pack is the named ship U.S.S. Grissom. It is an Oberth class with 2 attack, 3 agility, 3 hull, and 2 shields. Evade, target lock, and scan its action bar with 2 tech and 2 crew slots. With an ability of when the ship would be destroyed, the attacking ship must discard 1 crew upgrade. If it can't, place an auxiliary token beside it for 14 points. So this is a massive 6 points cheaper than the previous named U.S.S. Pegasus. It is a very thematic ship. I mean, it gets blown up pretty easily in Star Trek 3, and Cruise kills his gunner as he doesn't want it to be blown up, so it's kind of reminiscent of this ability. You could use it with something like the independent ramming attack to intentionally blow it up. Other than thematicism, I don't necessarily see this card getting a lot of play. You could also probably combine it with Colo to intentionally have the ship blown up, but again, the ship is designed to blow up. The next card we got is the generic Oberth class with 2 attack, 3 agility, 3 hull, and 1 shield. Evade, target lock, and scan on its action bar with 2 tech and 1 crew slot for 12 points. So again, this is 6 points cheaper than the previous generic Oberth class ship. But with only 4 durability and 2 attack dice, I really don't think it's very good. There's certainly new and better generics out there, like the Vorcha. So unless you're going to use this as a dedicated support ship and can guarantee that it won't be shot at, because a lot of ships could probably one-hit it, as defense dice tend to be kind of finicky, I really don't think it's worth playing. As with all the other card packs, it does not actually come with a maneuver card or maneuver dial, so you're going to have to use the one from the U.S.S. Pegasus. But it is a very maneuverable ship. It has both 2 and 3 common boats, which are both white, which is rare to see. Its 1 and 2 straights are green, its 1 and 2 turns are also green. Everything else is white. So it's certainly not a very fast ship, as it only has a 3 straight, but it's certainly a very maneuverable ship. The only captain we get in the pack is JT Esteban. He is a 3 skill captain that costs 2 points. The captain's discretion elite talent upgrade may be equipped to this captain. When this ship would be destroyed, move up to 2 crew upgrades equipped to the ship to another friendly ship, even if it exceeds that ship's restrictions. Again, a very thematic card, but he's not a very good captain. Again, he's kind of meant to go on a ship that's meant to blow up, like the U.S.S. Grissom. And again, unless you're playing for thematicism, I really don't see him getting a lot of use. And the only elite talent we get is Captain's Discretion. It costs 4 points. Free action, discard this card. Perform the action of a crew upgrade equipped to the ship. This is not a very good elite talent. It costs way too much to do what it does. So unless you're playing JT Esteban and you really want to use this, leave this at home as well. And the first tech upgrade we get is COMM Station. It is limited to 1 per ship and costs 4 points. Add 1 crew upgrade to the ship's upgrade bar. Activation phase. Disable this card and target a friendly ship. This game round, replace the captain skill of this ship's captain with the captain skill of the target ship's captain. I think this card is maybe 1 or 2 points too pricey. I do like the fact that it adds a crew upgrade to the ship's upgrade bar, as I don't think there's a lot of upgrades that go from tech to crew, so that's nice. The idea of gaining captain skill is nice. You'd be able to shoot first if you really need that advantage, but I think it's maybe 1 point too expensive. And the second tech upgrade we get is Close Range Scan. It is limited to 1 per ship and costs 3 points. Activation phase. If this ship performed a scan action, disable 1 shield. Place a scan token beside this ship. I think this is actually a pretty decent card. Forcing your opponents to roll -2 defense dice, especially if they're cloaked. You throw this on the Enterprise A, and you get the extra 2 attack dice against something that's cloaked. So this can be a really powerful card if used on the right ship. The third and final tech upgrade we get is Genesis Effect. It is limited to 1 per fleet and costs 2 points. Setup. Place 1 crew upgrade with a cost of 5 SP or less face down beneath this card. End phase. If this ship is within the range of a planet token, range 1 to 3, disable all of its shields. Flip the crew upgrade beneath this card face up, place 2 time tokens on it, and equip it to the ship even if it exceeds the ship's restrictions. So this is a card you're only going to bring if you're playing with a planet token, as it is completely useless, or playing a thematic game of The Search for Spock. So it's a very thematic card, not much use in competitive play though. The first crew upgrade we get is a reprint of the William T. Riker from the U.S.S. Pegasus. It costs the same and it has the same effect, just with the new card layout. So modify the captain's skill of this captain equipped to the ship by +3. If the captain equipped to the ship is disabled or discarded, the ship's captain skill is 5. If this ship receives a face-up communications failure or injured captain damage card, flip that damage card face down. So even though it costs 4 points, I think this card is certainly worth it. You get +3 to your captain's skill regardless. And then you can disable if your captain gets disabled or discarded. You still have a fairly decent mid-tier captain, and you can negate 2 of the critical damage effects. So I certainly think this card is worth 4 points. The second crew upgrade we get is Federation Helmsman. He costs 3 points and is non-unique. Action: place an auxiliary token beside the ship. Perform a white 1 straight, 1 left bank, or 1 right bank maneuver. I do like the fact that they were making some more non-unique captains and crew, which is good to see. And certainly add some extra maneuverability to your ship. Kind of unfortunate you can get the auxiliary token, but if you can combine it with Reliant Chekhov, then you can clear that auxiliary token. Pretty sure though that this guy is not the helmsman on the U.S.S. Grissom. I'm pretty sure he's the comm officer, but hey, that's Witskiz for you. But a pretty decent card for extra maneuverability. The third crew we get is David Marcus. It costs 3 points. If a crew upgrade equipped to the ship would be discarded, discard this card instead. When defending, discard this card, add 1 evade token. I don't really think he's all that good. He's kind of a worse version of Lee Nahlas, and costs 1 more point. You're probably going to use him more for his first ability than his second, unless you're super desperate and your ship's going to be blown up if you don't discard him to add the extra evade. Probably not worth the 3 points. And the last card we got in the card pack is SAAVIK. She costs 1 point. When defending, if the ship was within range 1 to 2 of a planet token, the ship may convert 1 blank into 1 evade. A really good crew upgrade if you're playing with a planet token. The conversion is super good, and for only 1 point, you really can't go that wrong. Unfortunately, not a lot of tournament play uses planets, so probably more of a thematic / fun scenario. But if you're going for that, certainly worth it. Thank you for taking the time and watching my review / overview of the U.S.S. Grissom, part of the Wave 1 card pack that came out in September of 2017. The ship and a lot of the upgrades are very thematic, based on Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily mean they're very good in tournament play, but certainly playing out the movie or in a casual scenario with some of your friends at home can certainly be a lot of fun. If you disagree with me on a card, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.